I logged back into Old School RuneScape after 5 years. I was completely lost. Everything had changed. New updates, new mechanics, and nothing felt familiar. So instead of trying to catch up, I started over. Fresh account, no shortcuts, just pure progress from scratch. If you're into nostalgia, fresh starts, and watching someone fumble their way back into the game, then buckle up for the journey ahead.
I wasn't paying attention and I just died to a fire giant. How embarrassing. 30 Slayer. And that is our 60 Fire Giant task finished. Now we're going to go grab our first task from Xanaris. Our very first Xanaris Slayer task turns out to be 128 rock crabs. But I guess that's going to be some decent AFK XP. While we are AFKing the Slayer task, I want to talk about what we're going to do today. The plan is simple. I want to finish unlocking these Barrows gloves. We're sitting at 139 quest points right now. I need to get 39 more to make it happen. That means we're going to be doing a lot of quests again today, but we're going to be knocking them out one by one. Once that's done, I'm switching gears and going straight for some money. I want to make my first 1 mil. I feel like having 1 million GP would just set the account right. We'll be able to afford runes, we'll be able to afford potions. That means we'll be able to start doing some Barrows runs. We just need money to make some more money. And the quest grind continues. We are now working on our last 39 quest points that we need for Recipe for Disaster. We are starting off with Enter the Abyss. We won't get any quest points for this, but we need this in order to get the Slug Menace out of the way. And I really want to get Proselyte Armor for Slayer. I feel like that'd be super helpful for future Slayer tasks. We just got 9 rune crafting from Enter the Abyss. That was our last level 1 skill. We now have a little bit of XP in every single skill. I know 9 isn't much, but it's better than 1. I wrote down a little cheat sheet on all the quests that I want to get done. So I hope you guys enjoy this little quest montage. The Lost Tribe complete, 3000 mining XP. Recruitment Drive, 1000 prayer, herblore, and agility XP. Wanted, that gives us 5000 Slayer XP. Isaac Gluffery complete, 2 quest points, 12,000 magic, 6,000 rune crafting, 2,500 wood cutting, and 250 construction XP. Brings us up to 141 quest points. And that just brought us over 1,000 total level. That is Temple of the Eye completed. That is another 5,000 rune crafting XP, and we get a medium pouch. That brings us up to 142 quest points. That is the Slug Menace complete, 3,500 crafting, rune crafting, and thieving XP. And we get to use Proselyte now. That's going to help us out like crazy in the future Slayer grinds. Bone Voyage complete. We can now get started on our birdhouse runs. So we're going to go ahead and get our first 4 in. There's 1, 2, number 3, and number 4. We just got told in the clan chat not to forget to add seeds, so we're gonna get all the seeds added to these, and then we will check back on these once they are finished up and see what kind of loot we get. That is Sheep Herder complete, another 4 quest points. That brings us up to a total of 148. This Watchtower complete, 15,250 magic XP, and now we can teleport to the Watchtower itself. It is time to collect our very first birdhouses. Let's see what we get out of them. Got 40 feathers out of that, and it brings us up to 10 hunter. Okay, birdhouse number 2. We did get a bird's nest out of that one, and 11 hunter. 13 hunter. Our final birdhouse. Gonna bring us up to 14 hunter. That is Ghost Ahoy complete, 2 quest points, 2,400 prayer XP. We get the Ecto file, and that brings us up to 154 quest points. That is 17 hunter from this birdhouse run. And now we are able to use oak birdhouses. Making history complete, 1,000 prayer and crafting XP. Shades of Morton complete, 3 more quest points, 2,000 crafting, and 2,000 herblore. 160 quest points. That is the Observatory quest complete, 2 more quest points, 162 in total. 20 hunter. That is Garden of Death complete, 10,000 farming XP. Brought us all the way up to 30 farming. That is the Dagonoth Mother down. Horror from the Deep complete. That is 2 more quest points, 4,662 strength, ranged, and magic. Don't do it. Oh god. Okay, we got Treyas down. It only took 2 attempts. That is Haunted Mine complete. 22,000 strength XP and 2 quest points. That brings us up to 167 quest points. That is 24 Hunter. That means we can start making our Willow Birdhouse. That is Troll Romance complete. 8,000 Agility XP, 4,000 Strength XP. That is Tower of Life completed. Another 2 quest points. We have broke the 170 quest point mark. 27, and that is what we needed to do to complete Eagle's Peak. Eagle's Peak complete. That is 2,500 Hunter XP and 173 total quest points. 2 more quest points to go. That is Taibowanai Trio complete. 5,000 fishing and cooking, 2,500 attack and strength. And that brings us up to 175 quest points. That means we can go finish Recipe for Disaster and get our Barrows gloves. It's time to attempt the boss fights. We are going in with 60 attack, 61 strength, and 53 defense. We're going to see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think that we can tough through it. Oh, it does not look like we can use prayer either. I thought we'd be able to. That is Agrith Nana down. First boss fight down. Now we are going to gear up for the next boss fight. Second boss fight down. It is time to face Caramel. Is she shooting like an invisible crossbow at me? That is Caramel down. Looks like we're gonna have to go up against Dessert next. That was Dessert. We are going in to fight the Gelatinoth Mother. And that is the Gelatinoth Mother down. And here we go. We are sipping our super combat potion for it. Decent spec. Good specs. He's comboing me out, but I think that we are just fine. That is the Culinary down. And with that, we finish Recipe for Disaster. This was a huge grind. This took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, but it was well worth it. That means we have unlocked Barrows gloves. Those are going to be our best in slot gloves for a long time coming. Barrows gloves, look at that. They are 130,000 GP. I don't think that we have enough money for it right now, unfortunately. We do not. So we are going to hurry and try to get 130k, and then we are going to come back and we are going to buy these right away. We're going to buy some bagged plants and sell them off at the Grand Exchange for a little bit of profit. Just want to get those Barrows gloves as quick as we can, so should be a pretty decent amount of money. We were not the only ones doing it, so we were only able to snag like 52 of them. So we're going to get these sold off, and hopefully it'll be enough to get those Barrows gloves. So we're going to look around in the bank for anything that we could also sell. We're going to sell off these 2 super restore potions. That should give us a pretty decent boost in money. That right there is 30k. We didn't even need to buy these plants. We could have just went and sold those, and we would have been just fine. And with the completion of RFD, we can now buy the Barrows gloves. Check those out. Those just look so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's check out the stats on these. We got plus 12 melee strength, plus 12 in all the attack bonuses and defense bonuses. These are going to be so nice. Now we just need to get ourselves the fighter's torso, the fire cape, and the dragon defender. Let's test these bad boys out. 30 hunter, all from birdhouses. Watching back that last Barrows run, I think I figured out why that safe spot wasn't working for me. So we're going to do another Barrows run right now, see if it works out a little bit better, and hopefully we end up with a decent drop. Okay, it does work. That is Varak down. Borag down. That is Guthans down. That is all the brothers down. Let's hope we get lucky on the chest. All right, wish us luck. This is chest number 2. Not a terrible chest. We definitely need all the death runes we can get right now. And that is a rim down. That is all the brothers. Chest number 3. Pretty decent, not too bad. We'll take it. Get a few decent specs in before he drains our stats, and then this should go pretty smooth. That was the best Aram yet, 100%. Chest number 4. No item. Chest number 5. We are going to dump all of our chaos runes for now, just so we can afford some more prayer potions. We decided to go with the Moonlight Moth mix instead of the prayer potions. It's like a prayer potion, but it's a 2-dose instead, and they're a lot cheaper. Chest number 7. Still no item, but that was a pretty decent chest. We got 60k out of it. Chest number 8. Chest number 9. Still no item, but we got 160 death runes on that one. And here is chest number 10. For 41 blood runes, 246 chaos, and we got the Barrows Novice Combat Task. Number 11. Chest number 12. 13. After selling off the loot that we got from Barrows and our crushed bird nests, we ended up with 399k. We are going to take a little bit of a break from Barrows and try to train our Slayer up just a little bit more. We're getting close to 60 defense, so we might as well just try to round out the stats. And that is 40 Slayer. 116 Lesser Demons. I feel like these tasks haven't been very special, but 116 Lesser Demons should give us quite a bit of XP, so we'll get those done. We just got 34 Hunter from these birdhouses. That means we can move up to the Teak birdhouses. We decided to AFK for a little while. We ended up getting 60 defense and we got 65 strength. The next goal is going to be 65 attack. But with 60 defense, we can go ahead and get ourselves some upgrades, depending on how much they cost, that is. We only have 390k right now, so it looks like we're going to be able to afford the dragon boots, but that might be the only upgrade that we're getting for right now until we get a little bit more cash. But that is so nice to look at. And they give us an extra 2 strength bonus. We are coming up on 65 attack. And with 65 attack, we can now enter the Warriors Guild. We got 65 attack and strength. We've been AFKing over here on mobile for a little while, but we finally got the stats that we need. It is time to start the grind for the Dragon Defender. We can finally get rid of this little Zamorak book. I'm super stoked for this. First time walking into the doors. So the plan is to sit in here and collect a bunch of tokens. We're probably going to get like 2,000 tokens or so, just animating this armor. Once we get those 2,000 tokens, we're going to run upstairs and try to get ourselves the first defenders. We're going to be fighting the mithril armor sets. There's the first animated armor down. It looks like we get 25 tokens per set. So we're going to be here for a little while, I think. Maybe we won't do 2,000. We'll see how it goes. This man right here is trying to drop me 561k. I ended up having to drop it back on the ground. I can't take it. As much as I want it, I can't take it. We're coming up on 1,000 tokens. I think we're going to try our luck with 1,000, see how far that gets us. Hopefully we can manage to get at least a couple defenders with it. The plan here is just to get spooned. I really want to try to get out of here as fast as I can. Hopefully we just smoke our way through this and end up getting all the defenders within these 1,000 tokens. Can you imagine being that lucky? You never know though. It might just happen. Each defender is a 1 in 50 chance to drop. So hopefully we end up getting lucky. If not, 1 in 50 isn't too bad. Let's just hope we don't go super dry. I really think that we need to go get the Helm of Nay It's Not also. I think we have all the requirements that we need for it. We just need to go get it done. We got the Bronze Defender, 17 Cyclopses in. That's not too shabby. Okay, we are going in for the Iron Defender now. We also need to get the Fighter Torso. We are holding out on it a little bit though. We have been talking with the clan, and I think that we are going to do a clan event this weekend. We're gonna all get together and do Barbarian Assault, whether they need the torso also, or maybe just the achievement diary, or they just want to come hang out. But if you guys want to join the clan, we are going to be hosting more events in the future. We've been talking about maybe doing Boss of the Week or Skill of the Week, maybe having people buy in and the winner of those gets the pod at the end. I think it'll be a good time. Ooh, we got the Iron Defender at 48 KC. Oh, that Ranar scared me. I thought we got one. That is 66 strength from this. And just like that, we got the Steel Defender. On to the Black Defender. We got the Steel Defender on KC 116. And it does look like the Steel Defender is going to be our first upgrade with +1 melee strength. There's the Black Defender on KC 146. We are down to our last 100 tokens. We are up to the Black Defender right now. We are still searching for that mithril. And that is going to have to do it for our first trip. We are down to 4 HP and 20 tokens. We managed to get the first 4 defenders on that round. So we're probably going to go down, try to get another 1,000 tokens, and then see if we can't make it up to Rune. There is 67 strength. And there's another 1,000 tokens. Hopefully we get at least the Rune Defender on this. We got halfway there on the first 1,000 tokens, so hopefully we get the rest of the way there on this 1,000. All right, it is time to get back in here and start working towards that Mithril Defender again. I'm going to double check and just make sure that we've showed her this Defender, because we are over 100 dry right now. All right, so we are out of food and we are almost halfway through our 1,000 tokens right now, and we still have not yet to see any defenders. We just passed 350 KC and we are still sitting on the Black Defender. Hopefully we get this Mithril one here pretty soon. I don't want to have to go get 1,000 more tokens just for a chance at the Mithril Defender. There is the Mithril Defender. We got it on KC 372. Now onto the Adamant Defender. Hopefully this one goes by a little bit quicker than that Mithril one did. That is 68 strength and 80 combat. Adamant Defender on KC 389. Choop is coming in to save the day. I'm out of food. I'm almost out of health. And I only have 150 tokens left, so I asked him to come fill me up in inventory. Shout out to Chup. Thank you, thank you. We didn't quite get the Rune Defender, so we're going to go down. We're going to grind out another 1,000 tokens. Come back up here, get the Rune, and hopefully have enough to go downstairs and end up getting the Dragon Defender also. I'm going to test my luck with 500 more tokens. Hopefully we just snag that Rune Scimitar quick so we can run down there and get that Dragon one next. We have 500 tokens and a dream. We got the Rune Defender with 350 tokens to spare. That means we have 350 tokens. Oh, just drop down. We have 340 tokens to try to get ourselves a Dragon Defender. I'm going to try for the Dragon Defender. Hopefully we get it within these next 330 tokens. If not, I'm not too worried about it. It's not too hard to go up there and get tokens, but we're just going to pray that we hit the Dragon Defender right here, right now. This kill right here is going to be KC 500. It's going to be the Dragon Defender. Or an Adamant Dagger. That is 69 strength. We just re-upped on tokens. We are right back at it. We got the Dragon Defender. Finally, we had 340 tokens left over, but we finally got it. We managed to go from bronze all the way to dragon and 533 Cyclops KC. It is time to start the Fremennik Isles. Alright, we are fighting the Ice Troll King. I remember this boss being super hard. It says use prey from magic, so hopefully we're fine. We got a super combat potion and a bunch of prayer pots, so should be okay. T Dabs just hit 99 mining in the clan chat. GZ. And we got the Ice Troll King down. was a lot easier than I remember. I remember dying to this guy a lot. That is the Fremennik Isles complete. 10,000 woodcutting, 5,000 crafting and construction XP. We got our new upgraded helmet, and we got 20,000 XP into attack, and that brings us up to 177 quest points. The Helm of Naesnot. This is a huge upgrade for us right now, and this will probably be the helmet that we're going to be rocking for a long time to come. I think the only upgrade that we're going to have melee helmet wise is going to be when we get the jaw from doing Fremennik Isles. That's still a little bit away from now, so I'm super stoked to have this. Now we're just missing the fighter torso and the fire cape. So we are planning on making a little bit of money, and to do that I'm thinking that we are going to try out the wilderness agility course. Supposedly it's super good money. I am sitting at 50 agility right now. I'm not expecting to make, you know, a ton of money, but we do have our summer pies. And hopefully we don't get PK'd too early on. I just want to try to make a mill at the very least. I'm not really sure how this course works, but I do know that the longer you're doing the course without redeeming your agility stuff, the better. I'm gonna grab my first ticket right now. I think you just grab tags, and then once you have your tags, I think you redeem your tags for loot. So I'm gonna save up about 10 tags, then I'm gonna check it. I think that I should have brought a little bit of food. I wasn't really thinking about that. I think 10 is a little ambitious ticket-wise for our first laps through. So we're gonna redeem at 5 and just see what the loot looks like. All right, we are collecting the loot for the first time. Let's see what it looks like. We have to pay 150,000 in order to receive a reward for each lap. Dang it. That is not what I was thinking. So it looks like we are not going to be able to make money from this right now. Okay, we are back and we have the money to pay. We have to bring the money from our inventory into here. That's crazy. All right, so we have to run back to the bank and grab that 150K out, and then we're gonna make our way back here. All right, we have the 150K in our inventory right now. If we die, we lose it, and we have to pay 150K again. So the plan is just to make enough money to cover this debt, try to hurry and go bank it, unless we're feeling brave, which is probably a bad idea. But it's time to start making a little bit of money. And as soon as I get here, I am dead. There's no way that I survived this. He shot me a few times across this. And I'm dead. There goes 150K. With the loss of that 150K, we have to try to make it back. So I think we're going to try to decant some magic potions. We were able to buy 750 magic potions. Now we're going to go turn them all into 4-dose. Now let's hope we can make a little bit of money from it. I'm going to try to sell them for 195. Yeah, we ended up making about 11K from that little flip. So that's not going to be the move. We never ended up using this strange old lockpick, so we should be able to sell that for another 80K. Just about. And that does bring us back up over 150K, so we are going to attempt the agility course one more time. Hopefully we can make a little bit of money from it this time. We did find the mass world for the wilderness agility course, so we're going to get in there, we're going to deposit this 150K, and then we're going to hop over to the mass world, and hopefully we can stay alive for a little while and make some money. After we fail that. Now hopefully we can get in there without somebody logging in on us already. We failed it twice now. This course is the most frustrating thing I think I've ever done. Failed it 3 times in a row. Please just make it up. I really don't want somebody to log in while we're trying to make it up this. Okay, we got it paid. Now it's time to swap over to the mass world. And we are in. I'm not sure how this works. I think that I'm in the right clan for this. Oh, I attacked somebody. That's not what I wanted to do. I need to turn my attack options off. And I'm getting attacked for whatever reason. Okay, I was in the wrong one. All right, I think we're good now. Holy cow, that was scary. I think it is all smooth sailing from here, though. So hopefully we managed to make a little bit of money. Here's lap number 10. It's going to give us 2,100 XP. I will check the looting bag as soon as we get out of here. We're up to 75k. Lap number 15. We should start getting some better rewards after this one. We decided to turn on Entity Hider, so we are still in the mass world, as you can tell by the minimap, but I'm able to see what I'm doing now. And that is 54 agility. We are coming up on lap 20. I do believe lap 31 and above is the next reward tier. We are 26 rewards in, and we are sitting at 254k in the looting bag. Here's lap 30. So each lap after this, I will be in the next tier of rewards, I think. That is 55 agility. We are up to 650k now in the looting bag. And that was lap 50. 50 laps here has made us about 755k. I'm just really hoping that we're able to make it back to the bank when we finally do decide to go bank all this stuff. We just finished our 100th wilderness agility lap in total. We're coming up on the 60th lap in a row right now. This is reward number 60. Anything from here will be in the highest tier reward category that we can get on the wilderness agility course. That is 56 agility. We are sitting at 995k in the looting bag, and we just hit 58 minutes here, so we are getting about 1 million GP an hour at this wilderness agility course, and that is crazy. Looks like the clan is doing a mass bank right now, which is kind of scary because I want to stay and make more money, but at the same time, I feel like I'll have a bigger target on my back. I really just want to try to make a little bit more money since we just hit that higher tier of rewards. I might be flying a little bit too close to the sun right now, though. We decided to leave when everybody was mass banking. I wanted to stay and make some more money, but there was too many people leaving, and I just felt like too big of a target. We ended up making it out with 1.1 million gold, though. We set out and accomplished all of our goals in this episode. We managed to get all the quest points we needed for the Barrows gloves. We got our Helm of Neasnot. We got ourselves some dragon boots. We got the dragon defender. This is what the stats are looking like. We're at 1133 total level. We got 1.1 million in cash right now. I feel like we're doing pretty good as a main account. I really do need to get that fire cape, and I think we're going to start working towards that goal in the next episode. I will catch you guys over there. Peace out.